Hey everyone. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and give us a like to support our channel. We post new videos every day to help you speak English fluently and confidently, so stay with us and keep improving. Now, today we're going to talk about something that many learners struggle with: confidence when speaking English. It's completely normal to feel nervous or unsure when you're speaking a new language. But the good news is, with the right strategies, you can boost your confidence and start speaking English more naturally. In this video, we'll show you some simple tips that will help you speak English with confidence every time. Let's dive in. Why confidence is important in speaking English. Before we jump into the tips, let's talk about why confidence matters. When you speak English with confidence, you communicate clearly and people understand you better. But when you feel nervous, you might make mistakes or hesitate too much. And that can make the conversation more difficult. So, confidence is key to speaking fluently and naturally. It helps you focus on what you're saying rather than worrying about grammar or vocabulary. But don't worry, you don't need to be perfect to be confident. Confidence comes from practicing, making mistakes, and learning from them. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. Tip 1. Accept that you will make mistakes. One of the biggest reasons learners lose confidence is because they're afraid of making mistakes. Let me tell you this: mistakes are completely normal and part of the learning process. If you never made mistakes, it would mean you're not pushing yourself to learn. Think about it. Native speakers make mistakes too. It's just part of communication. So, instead of being afraid of mistakes, embrace them. Learn from them and keep going. Each mistake is a chance to improve, so don't let it stop you from speaking. Tip 2. Practice speaking every day. The more you speak, the more confident you will feel. If you want to get better at speaking English, you must practice it every day. Even if it's just for 10 or 15 minutes a day, practicing consistently is what helps you improve the most. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment or for someone to practice with you. You can speak by yourself. Here are some ways to practice speaking. Talk to yourself. Describe what you're doing in English. Record your voice. Listen to yourself and check if you're making any mistakes. Shadowing. Repeat what you hear in movies, podcasts, or YouTube videos. Don't worry if you make mistakes while practicing by yourself. The important thing is that you're speaking and getting used to the rhythm of English. Tip 3. Use simple language. Many learners think they need to use difficult words and complicated sentences to sound smart or confident. But actually, using simple language is the key to speaking confidently. Because when you use simple words, you don't need to worry about pronunciation or grammar. And the more you practice, the more natural and fluent you will sound. Remember, fluency is not about using big words. It's about speaking clearly and confidently. For example, instead of saying, "I am currently experiencing an emotional state of significant fatigue," just say, "I am very tired." Simple and clear. Don't try to be fancy, just be natural. Tip 4. Focus on the message, not the grammar. When you speak English, it's easy to get caught up in thinking about grammar rules. But the most important thing is to focus on communicating your message. Native speakers don't always speak perfectly, and neither should you. For example, you might say, "I don't have time to go." Instead of worrying about the tense or grammar, just focus on the fact that you're communicating clearly. People will understand you even if you make a small mistake. As you continue practicing, you'll naturally improve your grammar. But don't let the fear of making mistakes stop you from speaking. Tip 5. Start small and build your confidence. Sometimes, learners feel overwhelmed when they try to speak in English, especially when they think they need to speak at a high level. The key is to start small and gradually build your confidence. You don't need to have long conversations at first. Start with small, simple interactions like ordering food at a restaurant. asking for directions, introducing yourself. The more small conversations you have, the more comfortable and confident you'll feel. Over time, you can work your way up to longer conversations with more complex sentences. Tip 6. Surround yourself with English. To build confidence in speaking, you need to be surrounded by English as much as possible. When you're constantly listening to and speaking English, it becomes easier to use the language without hesitation. Here are some ways to immerse yourself in English. Watch movies and TV shows in English. Listen to podcasts or audiobooks. Join online English communities or chat groups. Follow English social media accounts. The more you hear English, the more natural it will feel when you speak it. Tip 7. Use positive affirmations. Sometimes, the reason we lack confidence is because we doubt ourselves. We think, I'm not good enough, or, I'll never be fluent. But guess what? Your mind is powerful. If you believe you can speak English confidently, you will. Try using positive affirmations to boost your confidence. For example, every day repeat to yourself, I am getting better at speaking English. I can speak confidently. Mistakes are part of learning. Your mindset will affect your speaking ability, so make sure to keep it positive. Tip 8. Speak with native speakers or anyone who can help. Speaking with others is one of the best ways to build confidence. Find people to talk to, whether they're native speakers or other English learners. It doesn't matter if they're experts. The key is to practice and get comfortable with real conversations. You can use language exchange programs, online classes, or even social media to find speaking partners. The more you speak, the more natural it will feel. Tip 9. Prepare for common conversations. One way to feel more confident is by preparing for the conversations you'll have often. For example, practice common situations like introducing yourself, ordering food, talking about your hobbies, asking for help. When you're prepared for these basic conversations, you'll feel much more confident when they happen in real life. Tip 10. Celebrate your progress. Finally, don't forget to celebrate your progress. It's easy to get caught up in focusing on what you still need to learn, but it's also important to recognize how far you've come. Take a moment to celebrate each milestone, no matter how small. For example, if you speak confidently for 5 minutes without worrying about mistakes, that's a win. If you had a conversation in English without feeling nervous, celebrate that. The more you celebrate your successes, the more motivated and confident you'll become. Real-life example. Let me tell you about Sarah. Sarah was very nervous about speaking English. She always felt she wasn't good enough. But Sarah decided to take action. She started practicing speaking every day, even when she was alone. She spoke to herself in the mirror, recorded her voice, and practiced common conversations. Slowly but surely, Sarah's confidence grew. She stopped worrying about mistakes and started focusing on expressing her ideas. Now, Sarah speaks English confidently, and she doesn't let fear hold her back. Daily practice plan for confidence. Speak out loud for 10 minutes each day. Write down 3 positive affirmations and say them every morning. Listen to an English podcast or watch a video for 15 minutes every day. Practice small conversations with a friend or online partner. Celebrate your progress every week. By following this simple plan, you will start speaking English with more confidence and less fear. If you found today's video helpful, don't forget to share it with your friends who are also learning English. And we'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What's your biggest challenge when it comes to speaking English confidently? Leave a comment and let us know. We read every single one. Also, make sure you subscribe to our channel, tap the bell to get notified, and give this video a like to help us reach more learners. We've got more amazing content coming your way every single day. See you in the next lesson.